Welcome to a new special series called The Bathroom Break. That extra 10 minutes you either have to listen to marketing tips or use the bathroom or both. But I don't recommend both, but that's your choice.
This collab is going to be super fun. We have Daniel Murray from the Marketing Millennials and me, Jay Schwedelson from the Do This Not That podcast and subjectline.com. Each episode in the series, we are going to go over quick tips about different marketing topics. And if you want to be in the bathroom, fine, just don't tell us about it. Thanks for checking it out. We are back again for another bathroom break. And today we're crushing the power of waitlists on the business and consumer side. I'm here with Daniel Murray, who is the Marketing Millennial. I'm Jay Schwedelson from Do This Not That. So Daniel, before we get into this, I'm curious about something. When you go to the supermarket, all right, are you like a self-checkout guy and you crush self-checkout, or do you just go down the regular aisle because you don't want to have that random person come over because you have a problem with your self-checkout and you don't know how to scan it? Or is this not a problem for you? Because oddly, I don't think I've ever done self-checkout without needing somebody's help.
It depends on items. Like if I'm trying to go fast, I'm self-checkout. But if I have like a whole cart of groceries and stuff, and it depends, like, yeah, I think it's definitely comes down to items for me. I like the ability to self-checkout, but if I hate the people who have a whole cart of like 400 things in there and self-checkout, and I'm like, you could have just gone over here, please. You're just like holding up the self.
I just don't know how, like if I go somewhere and I get like, maybe they have a prepared food section and I get it, and then there's like all these buttons you press, you weigh it, or I'm not able to use the technology to self-checkout. And the other thing I read is that 15% of people steal when they do self-checkout.
Oh yeah, that's a big problem.
That's crazy.
That's a big problem. That's why a lot of companies are anti-self-checkout. Like when people go and
do you steal?
I've never.
Imagine you admitted that right now. I steal every time.
Yeah, I've known like people in like high school and stuff that
terrible people. So stupid.
So bad.
All right. Well, we're not going to be bad today. We're going to be talking about the power of waitlists. So what are we even talking about? Is it worth doing waitlists in your marketing? Should this be a part of your arsenal, or is this a bad tactic?
I think number one, I would say I would give a general, it depends. But I do think that like building lists are really important in marketing. Like you need to collect emails. So if you do not have any emails, like building a wait list or building a list of people is so important because algorithms, you can't like email is algorithm proof that you're the email guy. So building a list also, it lets you know like gauges like is my landing page copy or the offer I'm having, is it serving the people I thought it was serving or not serving? So but it's always important to collect an email. I think there's reasons not to do a waitlist, and we could talk about that, and reasons not to call it a waitlist. And those are the two things I would stray away. But I think in most cases, a waitlist is good for like a product launch or a big launch, like collecting emails.
Yeah, and I think that people get confused about waitlists and they think, okay, I'm not a direct to consumer product that's going to drop a new color of a fitness outfit, and so I can't do a waitlist. And so, for example, with my events, we put on these big free virtual events. Why would anybody want to get on a waitlist for a free virtual event? That just sounds stupid, and it would be stupid if we say get on a waitlist for that. So what we do is, and there's a reason we do it, we will say things like, okay, the first 500 people that join the waitlist for our free virtual event will be entered in to win this wild, 50 different VIP swag boxes that we're giving out. And the reason that we do that is, number one, we want to build up hype. Number two, we dig into the data because let's say nobody registers to get on the wait list. Like, we have a clunker here. This thing's going to stink. Nobody wants in. Or we get a boatload of people that do sign up. We then look at the data and say, okay, cool. This is in our, target audience. This is what we're going after. Or we have to tweak our marketing or tweak this. It gives you a little peek behind the curtain before you go too far with your product, event, or service.
I would add on to that. I would say that it's always better to not rely on one big moment in marketing, especially that, because if you're going to do a big launch, for example, and you don't know how like social media is going to act on that day, you don't know how email is going to act on that day, you don't know how paid is going to act on that day. So having something like a rolling thunder like launch where you're dropping little like nuggets on the way, where you could do with Waitlists, you could do first come first serve, you could say like get in our VIP circle to know when something happens. But I think the key here is also just like collecting. But I do think you have to, if you're going to do a wait list, there has to be an incentive of someone getting on the wait list. And depends what type of company you are. So it has to be like they enter to win something, they get a status like VIP. They have to have some sort of because I see people go wrong with this is that they collect emails for a wait list from a list that they already built. And then it's like filling out 15 different spots where like they're not pre-registering for them for like an event or stuff. And then now you have to get 3 different conversions, which is so much harder. So promising something or giving something away or giving status like VIP is a great way to do a wait list. Or like for e-commerce, I've seen it a lot where like an influencer drops a product and people get on the wait list because you know that there's hype, and if you don't get on the wait list, then the product's going to sell out. So like a good way also to do this is limited quantity. Like when you launch something, like we're only going to launch 100 something, like say it ahead of time. That's a good test too, is like only launching 100. You know, you might have more in inventory, but only launching 100 products on this drop.
Yeah, and totally. And first of all, that's like the biggest hack right now in direct-to-consumer marketing is everybody's saying their stuff is sold out, but they sold 4 of them. But it's great for social proof. And on the business side, if you're like a SaaS platform and you give people beta access to a new release, a new whatever, it's super valuable to build that wait list or be the first to try, be the first to have access. So if you're not doing this, it is a really great way to figure out who your super fans are, to figure out if you're hitting your target audience. And to Daniel's point, to build up a new list of people. Sorry, before we wrap up this one, back to the supermarket. So now you're checking out. Do you grab stuff? Are you grabbing like right at check? Oh, I need the Tic Tacs. I got to get this drink over here. Or are you laser focused and you're locked in? And once you have your cart, this is the most random question ever. No, do you get any extras at the end?
I'll add one thing because I'm a marketer in this. This is the OG upsell cross sell of like this, like going through a line and seeing the magazines, chocolates, and stuff. I think, if I need gum or if I need a water, I probably fall for the trap sometimes. The ones where there's like a long Sephora does this where like there's like a long zigzag and there's like 1,000 products there. I bet so many people.
Oh, Lululemon. I've bought so many hats at Lululemon because I'm on the line, which is so long. I'm like, oh, another random one color, really weird hat that won't fit me properly. I'm definitely buying that. And I go home with a hat I never wear again. It's amazing.
I know. I've never seen you in a hat.
Oh my God. In the weekend, you don't see me without a hat.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm a hat guy. You're a hat guy.
I am a very big hat guy.
You're a hat guy.
I've never seen you in a hat.
Yeah, no, it's very exciting. What's not exciting is what we're talking about. So listen, you all are awesome. Go and hook up the Marketing Millennials. Follow their show. Follow Do This, Not That. Follow some other random podcast that is awesome, whatever that is for you. And we'll see you at the next one.
Daniel, come on, man. I got to get back to work. Get out of there. All right. While he's still in there, this is Jay. Check out my podcast, Do This, Not That, for marketers. Each week we share really quick tips on stuff that can improve your marketing, and I hope you give it a try. Oh, here's Daniel. He's finally out.
Back from my bathroom break. This is Daniel. Go follow the Marketing Millennials podcast, but also tune into this series. It's once a week, the bathroom break. We talk about marketing tips that we just spew out, and it could be anything from email, subject line, to any marketing tips in the world. We'll talk about it. Just give us a shout on LinkedIn and tell us what you want to hear. Peace out.
Later.